All right, welcome to class, all of the foreign language students. I wanted to show you your Middlebury class and how you will go through your foreign language. So you will go to this URL. It is app.middleburyinteractive.com. It's up here in my URL box. Your username and password was given to you by me. Once you put your username and password in, then you'll just click sign in. Once you sign in, your home page will pop up. You typically won't have too many announcements unless your teacher is putting announcements in every day. Your calendar will be paced by me, and I will show you how to use your calendar, but this is your home page. Up here at the top right hand side, you should see your name. You are able to sign out, and you are able to look at any mail. So this is how you talk to your teacher. So we're going to go ahead and click on that. Looks like I have 61 messages that I need to read. I have 15 inbox. So I just wanted to show you, once you're ready to write a message to your teacher, you'll just come here to the bottom and you'll click New Message. And if you click in the To box, your teacher's name will pop up there for you. So if you don't know who your teacher is, click in the To box and you'll see your teacher. I have a lot of people in there because I'm the administrator over the account, but you'll only have one person in there. So if we were going to contact Mrs. Duchesne, we'd just click her name. And then please also add my name in there. You'll see my name in there because I'm the mentor over all the classes. And then you're going to put in the subject that you want and just type a message. Once you're ready, you just hit send and it will go right to your teacher's inbox. So that's how you contact your teacher. Over here on the left-hand side is your navigation tool. So once you click there, you'll see how you can navigate through the entire class. You have your home screen, your calendar, you will see your gradebook, your notifications, which we're in right now, and the announcements page. You'll also have a change password. The other sections are only for my account. So how you'll navigate through your lessons is through the calendar. So you're going to click on the calendar feature, and it's going to take you into your lessons that are going to already be laid out for you. So you don't have to make a dynamic schedule like the other students. This is already pre-built for you. So typically you'll have an orientation. To go to the lesson, all you have to do is click on the lesson, and it's going to pop on the right-hand side here. You can either click play to get to the lesson, or you can click right on the lesson. Sometimes when lessons have little glitches, just go ahead and press on the lesson, and then you'll see all the slides pop up, and you can click on the slide to go into the lesson. You can also just click play over here on the left-hand side, and it's going to take you right into the lesson itself. Give it just a second to load. A lot of these have a lot of content, so sometimes it takes just a minute to load it. If you're having troubles with the content loading, you want to make sure to clear your browsing history and then make sure to use different browsers if this one's not working. Typically it works the best on Firefox, but once it loads, then it will go pretty quickly. You can see that you have a listening feature here, so you can listen to your lecture if you want. It'll always give you objectives that you're going to go over, and then it will give you vocabulary words, verbs, and different things in your language. Over here on the top right-hand side, you'll see a navy blue circle, or you'll see a bright red circle. If it's navy blue, that means that you can do it as many times as you want to get 100% on the quiz or on maybe the practice questions. But if it's in bright red, that means you only have one chance to do the activity. So it's going to give you a bunch of review questions, a bunch of review activities before you get to the test. So make sure that you're redoing those and you're writing notes, and make sure you're going through those so that once you get to the red circle over here on the right-hand side, you're ready to take the quiz only one time. None of the tests are password protected. You can do them from home and you can do them at school. You don't have to have a proctor for your test, but you cannot use any Google Translate or any other internet feature to help you. But during the lessons, if you want to use Google to help you a little bit, or maybe you don't know a tense of a verb or something like that for the foreign language, feel free to use that. But just remember, you cannot do that on the test. So these, if it's blue, you can redo them. If it's red, you cannot. Once you're ready, you just click to the next slide on the left-hand side, and it's going to take you right into the next lesson. A lot of times it will have you listen to what they're saying, and then you will have to pick which one it is, and then you'll just move on to the next one. So you can see here, once you're finished, you click to submit your answers, and once you have submitted your answers, you cannot retake the test. So please make sure that you're ready once you're going to that area. We're going to go to the next one. You'll also have to write in whatever foreign language you are in. You're going to have to write in that language. So make sure you're reading the directions. Once you get further into your foreign language, the directions will be in Spanish or it will be in Chinese. So make sure that you are writing notes down, and then once you write your report, make sure you're writing in those characters. So you need to write in Spanish, Chinese. Just follow the directions and you should be fine. But that was a big problem last year. A lot of my students would write in English, and you want to make sure to write your report in whatever language you're in. So that's how you go through the lessons. You can use these little arrows to go to the navigation tools. A lot of times you will have to listen to things and then record. And I have headphones inside my classroom, so you can speak inside the headphones, and then you'll submit your answers. Make sure you're always listening to your recording so that in case it didn't record, you're not submitting something blank. Once you're ready, you go back to the navigation tool at the top, and let's go into Gradebook. The Gradebook is very interactive, and you will always be able to see how you're doing within the class. So we're going to go ahead and go to Liz because she is doing great in her Spanish class. She has an A so far. Everything that she's doing, you can see the points out of the points possible and then the grade that she is getting. Your teacher will also leave feedback. So to see the feedback, let's say Liz did not get 100% on this academic integrity statement, then you just click View right here, and it's going to pop the lesson up for you, and you scroll to the bottom, and your teacher will leave feedback right here. So that's a big thing. A lot of teachers leave a lot of feedback, and students don't go back and look at the feedback. You need to make sure that you're going back to look at that so that you know what you did wrong and what you need to change for the next lesson. Please don't move forward in your lessons until you're reading that feedback. So you can see the category that it's in, and then once you're finished, you can hit Grade Report, and it will pop this up. This is what I go by. This tells you how the categories are weighted. And it lets you know your current grade, but then it lets you know your overall course grade. So this includes any 0 that you might have within the class. So it's not your average. This is basically your cumulative grade. So it looks like she's got an A on everything that she's doing. Her assignments, she has a little bit higher percentage. So you can keep track of this because this is what I'm looking at all the time. And this is also what we will go over weekly. On your calendar, it's going to have little check marks. It doesn't on mine because I'm on the teacher view, but typically it'll have little check marks here once you're finished with the entire lesson. It will not check mark off if one of these slides has not been gone through. So make sure that you're going through all of these. Once you are done with these, it'll have little green check marks on the left-hand side. So if you do the first 5 and skip the speaking lab and do the rest, you're going to forget that you skipped the speaking lab. So once you go into your grade book and you look at your overall grade, it's going to be a lot lower than your average because it's giving you a 0 for the lab. So make sure that you're doing every single slide because every slide is in your grade book. So you can either click play or click on the lesson. So it's pretty easy to navigate through. You have lots of warm-ups, speaking labs, you have reading labs, research papers, you have review, practice, and then you typically will have a test at every unit. Every unit is 5 lessons long typically, and you'll go into having midterms, and then you'll have finals at the very end of the semester. I really want you to learn the language, so I want you to take your time. I want you to review, and I want you to take notes and do really well on your tests. So if the class is moving a little bit too fast for you, just let me know and we can make arrangements. But most of the time, students are very easily able to get done with one lesson per day. And so that's what we're going to shoot for this year, is one lesson per day. On lab days, I'd like you to get more than one lesson done, obviously because you have double the time. So if you can get 2 lessons done on lab days, that would be great. And you can always work ahead. You can also work behind us, but we will be tracking your pace by this calendar. So let me know if you have any other questions, and I look forward to working with you.